Because on this day, oh, let's see, I had to switch everything from you yesterday.
There you go.
There we go. On this day, in 1978, Pablo Cruz released their fourth album, Worlds Away. It was the band's highest charting album, reaching number 6 on the Billboard 200 album charts.
I would say this about that. First of all, they're no Pablo Cruz.
Pablo Cruz? No, they're no Little River Band.
Oh, wait, they're no Little...
Pablo Cruz is no Pablo Cruz?
The song received considerable amount of airplay during the summer of '78, prompting critic Robert Christgau to say, hearing David Jenkins sing, "Once you get past the pain 50 times in a day, the pain will become permanent."
Now, it's not my favorite Pablo Cruz song. We all have our favorites.
I had to pick from that.
Raising my hand, I have no favorite Pablo Cruz song.
Because what you gonna do?
Yeah, it sounds almost like Love Will Find a Way.
No, it's
entirely different.
What you gonna? It's funkier. What you gonna do is a funkier song.
It's still got that same.
It's not
awfulness.
as smooth. It's not as smooth. It's a little rougher, a little nastier.
No, it's
Oh yeah, look, much nastier.
No.
Let me cue into it.
So you're having trouble with your romance.
Yeah. Oh, that's
This blows. Wait till it gets to the hook. Here we go.
Everybody knows what you gonna do when she says goodbye.
Yeah.
But if you're talking Pablo Cruz.
This is yacht rock that you can actually picture being on a cruise ship.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah, this is out on the Lido deck here.
And people do it boogieing to it.
Oh, yeah.
You got a boogie to this.
You got a conga line going.
When my baby smiles at me, I go to Rio.
Oh, jeez. No, Carrie, I'm going to stand by that. Pablo Cruz is no Pablo Cruz.
They are no Pablo Cruz.
We're meeting with the consultant today, right? Is this one of the things we should show him?
Maybe we should play this back to him.
Oh, please.
Bill, it's time to find your place in the sun.
It's, one thing I'll say about it, it's identifiable.
They have hit after hit after hit.
Even if I'd never heard, play a song that I've never heard of, and I'd say, I bet that's Pablo Cruz.
This doesn't put you in a good place. It should put you in a good place.
No?
I'm more interested in the term yacht rock.
What do you mean?
Where'd that come from?
Because it's
Jimmy Buffett, mainly.
It's the kind of music you listen to when you're out on a boat.
On your
boat
yacht.
Music.
Yeah.
I'm not a boat person.
So that's why you wouldn't understand.
Oh, okay.
Looks like I found a friend.
See, I don't know this song at all.
You should.
Why?
Maybe your life would be better if you were familiar with Pablo Cruz.
Yacht rock refers to the soft rock that dominated FM radio airwaves in the late 70s and early 80s. It is characterized by glossy production, breezy vocals, bouncy rhythms, Southern California vibes. Yuck. Yuck.
You hate Southern California vibes?
Yeah, I guess. I hate this.
You prefer, like, pissed off New York vibes?
It says here, yacht rock examples. Now, see, no, this is not good.
Why?
Well, it says Christopher Cross, Ride Like the Wind.
Yes.
Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes.
Yes.
Not yacht rock.
You sure it is?
No, it's not. Steely Dan, Hey 19.
Yes.
No. And Africa. No, I don't think so.
Any Ambrosia on that list?
I have some Ambrosia on that list.
Boy, I was so depressed the other day, I went down an Ambrosia hole, and it helped.
It helped?
It helped.
These things don't help.
You just, every day, you cement for me what a simple person you are.
Oh, that's how much. I can do it with ambrosia, Carrie. I can.
You can do it.
Okay, let's see.
Do it with ambrosia.
All right, let's see. So that's how much I feel. You got that one.
How this whole business started.
Okay. Hang on, let's see how you do.
You ruined this radio station.
Let's see how you do.
You're the biggest part of me.
Yes.
You have to.
Okay.
You're the only woman I've been dreaming
Yes.
of.
Very good.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, see, now we're getting
You've
into
gone too far.
You're doing some deep tracks, deep cuts there.
I didn't go too far down the ambrosia.
I guess not, because, yeah. This is like the fourth song on their
okay.
Spotify, so.
All right. But I got the first three.
You did. Too deep. All right.
I have nothing further to contribute to this.
No, Bill, it worked because I was depressed this morning when I got to work, and now I feel better. It works.
I have nothing more to contribute to this. Nothing. I've already expended too much effort on Pablo Cruz and Ambrosia. It's for rich people on their yachts to listen to. Man. What were the other choices? There could have been other things, right?
Well, we're saving one for later.
Mm-hmm.
What were the others?
Well, we could have done Baby Spice.
Okay, never mind. If that's the next thing you go to, then we're really
She
in trouble.
broke her ankle on this day in 1997.
I don't care.
Slipknot bassist Paul Gray was arrested for drunk driving on this day.
No. Nothing. We don't always have to do an opening song.
Jack White got married to his second wife
Okay.
on this day.
All right, there you
Could've.
see.
Yeah.
Could have played something.
It's just I got tweeted it,
Oh,
and I just went, oh, okay.
you went soft.
Well, it was staff. I'll do anything for staff.
Oh, here you go, Bill. On this day in 1972, the Eagles released their debut studio album.
I don't know, Gina. Have I ever made it clear to you that I hate the Eagles? I don't know if I've made. I don't know.
Unclear your position
I
on
don't
the
know if we've
Eagles.
discussed that before. Must not have. Well, anyway.
All right.
Is
Is that
everybody
enough
okay?
Farting around? Is that?
I had
I'm farting around.
I had a little incident in the breezeway this morning.
An incident in the breezeway.
Yeah.
Woo.
It's breezeway music is what that is. I guess I helped somebody. It's weird, when you work downtown, there are homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's somebody sleeping in the doorway of this building right now. And there was as I pulled into the parking lot, there was an electric wheelchair just sitting in the road. Nobody in it. And I thought, well, that's not good. And then, of course, I pull around the corner into the parking lot, and there was a guy there who was having trouble walking. I said, I see what's happening here. And so I got out of my car and talked to him, and he needed a place to plug in his wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm sorry, I can't really let you in the building. That's because I'd have to leave you unattended, and I just can't do that. But I'll call somebody. But I still felt bad about not.
Well, you already did more than most people would. Most people would not have done even that.
There was a plug in the just the entryway that I have a key card to, but I would have had to stand there. I can't just let him. Anyway,
You called
Anyway.
for assistance. You got that.
but
All right.
I feel better now because of Pablo Cruz.
Of course.
Yeah. We're going to start the show officially.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta.
Well, if you'd like to check in with us, 877-602-9696. That's the number to do. You just call and say how you are, what you're doing. We like to hear from you in the morning. 877-602-9696, or you can text us 33986.
Hoops Vision Correction, HOOPES Vision.com.
It's getting about time to soak up some sunshine And wouldn't it be nice to not have to have prescription sunglasses to protect your eyes, and then you have to change it for your prescription regular glasses? If you go to Hoops Vision, as Carrie has done, as I have done, as we have told you millions of times, and get their procedure, you get rid of your glasses, your contact lenses, and that's really great, especially in the summer. Well, anytime, but summertime fun is great.
I thought I was going to be better with contacts because I had the glasses for so long. I thought the contacts would be an upgrade. No, downgrade.
You know, I don't remember what you look like with glasses, as a matter of fact. And I knew you when you wore glasses. Anyway, Hoops Vision, call them, 877-30-LASIK, VIP consultation. Right now they're offering $800 off the procedure, 877-30-LASIK, or you can go to hoopsvision.com. So you guys have bidets, right?
Mm-hmm. I have experienced a bidet. I do not have one in my house.
So I have one in my house, and I've come to prefer it. And I mean, there are 3 toilets in the house. Only one of them has a bidet, and I really prefer it. And when I was having my spine surgery, one of the physical therapy people or something said, "Now the first thing I'm going to recommend is I hope you have a bidet at home, because it'll be difficult to clean yourself up." And I said, "Well, I do." But I wonder if you've experienced this, Carrie.
Yes.
And maybe you, Gina. It takes you a while to trust the bidet. To trust that it has done its work as it should have.
Yes.
Don't you have, I mean, shouldn't you check to make sure all is well?
Well, particularly if you have a bidet which has a dryer on it.
Hold it. Before we go any further, let me...
Yeah.
It's Poop Chat on X96 Radio from Hell.
Okay, go ahead.
So, particularly if it has a dryer, which cleans you and then it dries you off.
Yes.
You know, do you trust it?
Yeah.
So for a while, I was not quite sure if I trusted, so I would check.
Yeah.
But I've gotten to the point where
you just assume everything's been taken care of.
pretty damn sure.
Wow,
Oh,
you're
I
braver.
never
You're
got
braver
there.
than me.
Yeah,
I haven't had a problem. I have not had a problem.
I have not developed that much trust yet.
So that I don't have to use toilet paper at all.
Well, I'm using less toilet paper. But
Yeah. I
but
was in the honeymoon phase.
there's all trust there. You're willing to try anything in that phase. And
Yeah. But now that the bidet and I are an old married couple, I know it's doing its job and it's got my back.
I don't need to
so
check.
to speak. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. Although I don't live with one. Maybe if I lived with one, I would get there. But in the times I have experienced them, I'm like, well, that was nice and everything, but I'm just going to make sure.
I think you have to get to the point where you trust it, or what's the point? What's the point of even having a relationship with a bidet if you can't trust it 100%? I say stick with your old toilet and your old toilet paper then.
Well, again, it's a trust issue.
Yeah, exactly. I trust my bidet.
Okay.
Trust it.
I'm happy for the two of you. That's.
I know I know how to position myself, and it knows where to squirt.
Okay. In any good relationship, that's the case. So.
And see, and that's the thing is that I trust but confirm.
Yep. Trust but verify.
I trust but verify.
Yeah. No. Carrie, I'm gonna challenge you over the next little while.
I would be spending that next few hours afterward just
are you sure it wasn't
uneasy?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, but this is the perfect time because you're not going anywhere. So later on in the day, when it comes time to change your clothes, you'll know.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of trust, I'm afraid.
I'm glad it's working out for you, though. That's
it's a wonderful relationship.
Not many things have gone your way lately, and I'm glad this is one that is going your way.
And besides, I can't really verify.
If you wanted to,
immediately afterwards.
I see. Well, so it's sort of you were forced into trust.
Well, I'd gotten to the point where I trusted it before that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did you make today? Did you make poo-poos? Any poo-poos? That's poison in the body, you know.
They're going to put us on a stamp for sure.
Reminding him to make when he waits too long and gets plugged up. What is that? What are you doing? It's a signal for poo-poos. You gotta learn the signal.
I don't want to learn the signal.
Don't make her do the signal, Mom. She has to learn the signal.
I don't want to learn the signal.
Now this hand is the potty, beckoning the poo-poos, and in they go. Huh? She's not doing it.
All right.
She's not doing it.
If we're having poop chat,
It's Poop Chat on X96 Radio from Hell.
I don't want to be in Stockholm. I don't want to be Stockholm syndromed into enjoying a toilet. Someone texted.
Well, it's better than resenting it. It's better than.
Oh, I'm glad you've embraced it. This is good.
I wonder if anybody else has had that feeling of, I've done this enough. I trust that bidet. It's done its work. I don't have to check. It's like your mother said, have you been eating that candy out of the candy jar? Let me see your hands.
There's evidence.
All right, 6:21. Let's get this over with.
What that guy said, the phone number is 877-602-9696. You can call and check in with us. I was looking at the phone bank, and nobody calls. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to, but we'd like to hear from you. 877-602-9696. Call and say, howdy, Gina.
Young Automotive Group, locally owned, 25 stores, 8 locations in Ogden alone. Shop Ogden Automotive and Power Sports today. Check out the inventory online at youngautomotivegroup.com. Think young, think Ogden.
The moon, 3.7% of full. It is a waxing crescent moon. Waxing means it's moving toward being a full moon. The moon will rise today at 7:21 a.m. Today being Wednesday, it's the first day of June in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2022. And you're listening to the golden days and golden ways of Utah's only non-yacht rock morning show, Radio from Hell. And now, here through the gauzy memory of better times, are the stars of Radio from Hell. Kerry Jackson, Bill Allred, Gina Barberi. Our producer, Katie, for short, is in the booth behind me, making sure things run very, very well. And Miriam and Cameron Diaz are helping out, too. And for Katie, it's National Dinosaur Day.
Oh.
It's National Heimlich Maneuver Day. Also, World Narcissistic Abuse Day.
Abuse?
Yeah.
So it's okay if you're a narcissist, just don't abuse it.
Well, narcissists, by their very nature, abuse people.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a global event that takes place annually, intending to raise awareness about the effects and signs of narcissistic abuse. And it's also National Go Barefoot Day.
No.
Well, it's for a good cause.
No.
What's the cause?
Well, it's a charity that provides shoes for underprivileged children.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, that's...
I'll go barefoot in my house. How about that?
You go barefoot wherever you like.
That's the only place
I don't go barefoot. My wife and child walk around the house barefoot. Not me. Nope. And you know what? I never get a little piece of glass or anything like that in my foot. Ever. Whereas they do occasionally.
There's a lot of broken glass in your house, I guess.
Well, not a lot. It doesn't happen, like with regularity.
Oh, okay, all
But
right.
when it happens, I go, you see why I wear shoes in the house?
It is also Sue Jackson's birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Suzanne.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go. Let's see, 877-602-9696. Let's begin with Killer.
Killer, how are you?
Good morning.
What are you doing today?
I'm doing a little different job now. I changed jobs, so it's hard for me to get up early in the morning. But I have a special trip that I'm running to Logan.
Yeah, it seems to me when you call us, you're almost always on the way to Logan.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of business in Logan.
Well, I know. I understand that. There are people who like to blow things up in Logan.
Yeah, that's up where the magazine is, too, where our fireworks stuff's at. So I can hook back and visit my fireworks stuff.
We had a story a couple of weeks ago in the news about somebody who blew up a mailbox out of anger about something, and I thought of you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't do federal stuff, though. That's a federal...
yeah, you can't blow
that
the
is,
mailbox.
isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Just even like a private
Yeah.
mailbox. That's still
It's not a private mailbox. It's a government
Yeah,
thing.
that's right.
Yeah, you call the ATF and ask for them. They know my phone number. They speed dial.
So that means when we were with our baseball bats driving the car,
Did you do that?
yeah,
Like in
And
Stand By Me?
yeah.
What do they call that? I forget.
That kind of inspired us to do it, actually.
Was it? Well, Killer, anything else?
Nope, I'm just checking it. Good to be back. I had to work for the state for a year and a half, so, that's why I'm back in the saddle. so to
Oh,
speak.
good to hear from you.
All right.
I'm
I
glad.
wanted to wish
Go ahead.
Bill a happy late birthday. I know we have the same day as a birthday, as you know.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I wanted to wish you a happy May 19th. So
Well,
right back
thank
at
you.
you.
Thanks very much.
All right.
See you later, Killer.
Bye-bye.
Paid his obligation to the state. I'm
That's
glad he
right.
did that.
Let's see. Text check-ins. Let's see. We got Ian, your Amazon Flex driving listener, parked to text you.
Good.
Good.
Doing good today, but as I was driving, a deer out of nowhere jumped on my car and then ran away.
But you're all right. So
Yeah.
that's-
Heading to Hoops Vision this morning for my PRK procedure.
Ah,
Excellent. Excellent.
That's the power of radio.
That's right.
Let's see. Johnny B checking in. Today is inspection on my upstairs radiant heat pipe. The city likes to bless them before I cover them with
yeah,
concrete.
they bring the holy water and they say a couple prayers and
Let's see. Crafty Lindsay checking in. Shasta checking in.
Teacher Emily.
Teacher Emily, yeah. All right.
Well, I guess there are people out there who are expecting us to do something. I'm just going to have some Mill Creek coffee and contemplate doing something.
You know what? I could have milk. I don't know who sent this. Katie says she knows who sent this. X96.com/live. Somebody sent me a Farm Fresh Christmas trees mug. So thank you, whoever.
Was that designed especially for you,
We sure.
or was it?
I am a Christmas tree farmer after all, Bill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Could you add your logo
Yeah,
onto it?
sure.
Or, you know?
Do you have a logo
I want to get one made. We
I
don't
think you
have
ought to,
one
yeah.
yet, but I want to get one.
for the all-important Christmas tree sale market?
Yeah, it's marketing, Bill. You don't want to buy your Christmas tree from just, Joe's Christmas trees.
So does this mean next season I can expect you to be taking days off because you're at the lot selling Christmas trees?
Yeah. You should just expect me to be taking days off. Just
Well, we may be taking lots of days off.
Kids, let's cross that bridge
Kids.
when we get there. All right. There's another hill that needs to be climbed before
right.
we get there. So let's worry about that. Traffic, Gina, please.
Speaking of climbing hills, a friend of the program says Southgate for Hill Air Force Base clogged. Traffic starting to get backed up at least a half a mile for the left turn lane to enter base. Thank you, helpful friend of the program. I'm sure you were stopped and safe when you sent that text at 33986. That's where you do that. That's the only thing being reported right now. So if you see something, let us know. I think kids are out of school and people are still on vacation, some of you. So we're probably going to have a light traffic morning. But if you see something else, you can text it in. For over 65 years, they've been part of your community. While the name is changing, commitment to you is not. Welcome to You First, YouFirstCU.com.
All right, we will take a break here. We will be back. We got big boy news and a Pinuendo coming up. Things that must go, all in the next break. Stand by for all of that. Manscaped.com. Father's Day just around the corner, and our friends at Manscaped here to ensure that father figures out there get something nice for Father's Day. Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0, which also includes their signature Lawnmower 4.0, the perfect bundle. This thing is great. I love my Lawnmower 4.0, and it will be your father's MVP of the day if you give it to him for Father's Day. Inside the whole package, you get the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the Crop Preserver, the Crop Reviver, and the Performance Boxer Briefs, which are new and improved now, and all of this in a travel bag to hold all the goodies. And the new Boxers 2.0, just launched, brand new, best boxers ever. So whether he's mowing the lawn or taking out the trash or golfing, these moisture-wicking boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code X96 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com.
The music starts.
It's not a big deal, but I guarantee you, Gina, if today were the day you were going to court at 8:15, you would not have come to work. It's true. You wouldn't have come to work.
That's true.
I would too.
I don't think you would have.
You would have said, I got court. And we'd say, when? And you'd go, I don't know. And that'd be it,
I'm not sure.
You wouldn't come in.
Court sometime.
I got court sometime. I don't know.
On another topic, a totally different topic. Yesterday, we went to lunch at the Lone Star Steakhouse in Sugar House with the staff, and Gina was there with her baby, and I was the little Jonesy, who's almost a year old and just as cute as anything, and I was the only person at the table who made the baby cry.
Well, she's my daughter. She knows you make me cry
Everybody
day.
else is going doobie playing with the baby and being cute
Gina,
with the baby.
that doesn't work because I didn't make her cry.
That's true.
And I've made you cry.
That's true.
On the radio.
I went and sat down by the baby to just kind of bonding. Hi, your Uncle Bill. Cried.
Even Artie Fufkin didn't make her cry.
No, I thought for sure Artie was going to make her cry.
Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby.
He did that for like 10 minutes.
And kept waving his hand.
He said, don't eat trans fats or you'll end up looking like me.
Even Artie didn't make the baby cry.
Artie could have picked the baby up and placed the baby in his mouth, and the baby wouldn't have cried. The whole head, and the baby wouldn't have cried.
I think it's your facial hair. Might make you look scary. I'm just guessing.
Was I the only one there with facial hair?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Heather. Just kidding, Heather.
She hasn't experienced a lot of facial hair. Maybe.
I don't know.
And then I brought her over to you later. Like, it's safe with mommy holding you kind of thing. And I gave Bill a hug. See, he's nice.
She didn't cry then, but she was barely holding it.
She had the face.
Barely holding it together.
She had the
you could see
face.
she was just like any second she was just going to.
It was the face.
We were there for 2 hours, and she was good the whole time we were there. I didn't have to get up and walk around with her once.
Are you surprised?
No, but...
Are you bragging?
Yes.
Okay. So she's like that all the time. You're just bragging.
Yes.
Yeah. And she didn't do that once, does she usually? Well, no. Well, wow.
She ate all kinds of things for lunch I didn't eat. She had tomatoes. She ate the tomatoes off my salad and my onions.
Did not.
And then, she ate all my onions, and then I picked onions.
She really ate onions?
Oh, yeah. Loves onions. And I said, Carrie, you can eat that onion?
Here.
But she doesn't have teeth.
She has 4.
That onion even had blue cheese dressing on it,
Yeah.
Gina, which is something else that you wouldn't eat.
Well, now that says a lot to me, and because when I sat down by the baby, and maybe this is why she cried, I went, "Hi, honey. God, your breath stinks." That's why she cried. That's why she cried.
I will read it to you.
It looks to be typewritten.
Yes.
Wow.
Typewritten actual letter dated the 9th of October.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Look
You're
at
a
it.
lucky girl.
Don't you wish you got more letters?
Oh, you bet.
Actual letters?
I sure do. The only thing that could make that
Email
better.
doesn't sound like this.
The only thing that could make that better is if that had been handwritten.
That's true.
Oh, that would have been really special.
Gina, I would ask you to think about a time before cell phones, blogs, Facebooks, and Twittering.
Back a time when people actually wrote letters.
A simpler time.
Yeah.
We raised our kids in the physical world.
Yeah.
We threw our money away on frivolously silly things. We pursued tangible hobbies, or at least had fun playing. We traveled where we wanted to, when we wanted to. The world was ours for the taking. We had meaningful conversations with people who were important to us, either face-to-face or on the telephone.
Is this from your first boyfriend?
No. Those people, if they judged us at all, were polite enough to do so in a way that led to improvement.
Okay.
What has changed? Nothing, of course, but the perception is now that we have to record or display every aspect of our lives and activities and do it as quickly as possible.
Twitter.
Does it really matter if you learn that someone took our kids to the park last Tuesday? No. Are a million meaningless opinions any better than a few well-considered ones? No. Must you change your life to fit into the false standard propagated by people you don't even know?
No.
Of course not. The most dangerous trap to fall into is trying to be someone you're not, for whatever reason. For the love of all things irrational, Gina, just be yourself. It's what makes life worth living.
Stop twittering.
Sincerely, Martin Noonzert. P.S. Your bio on the X96 website is not up to date.
As I like to say, any clod can have the facts, but having an opinion is an art.
I guess I need to update my bio.
You know, you should scan that letter and put it on our website.
Yeah.
I should blog and Twitter about this letter.
Tweet.
A blog and Twitter. A blog
Tweet,
and
I'm
Twitter.
sorry.
Mm-hmm. If you use Twitter, you tweet.
You tweet.
Why can't I Twitter it?
That's something that you should do in the privacy of your own bedroom.
okay.
It's true.
When your husband's out of town.
Some more letters. I want more actual letters sent through the mail.
Well, give your address.
515 South 7th East, Suite 1C, Salt Lake City, Utah, 84102.
If they're handwritten, it's even better. Or even better, if they're words cut out of magazines and
Yeah.
pasted onto it.
Perfect.
That's great.
Let me just say this to people writing letters to Gina. You may write them. You won't get them. She will.
No.
You're not going to take the time to return them.
No.
Yeah, email's a lot easier to
Yeah, it is.
answer. And
Yeah. But go ahead, send her letters. Try not to use words like nonplussed.
Okay.
I know nonplussed.
Now you.
In 1974, in Canada,
Canada.
some parents had a little baby girl, and they said, let's name her Alanis. And then she went on to be super famous.
So much more, a set.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We do have things that must go coming up. Stand by for that. First of all, Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by.
Bill, don't let this sponsor distract you from your news duties.
What's that?
Okay.
What?
Angels Envy Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in port wine barrels. Treat your father to a gift he'll enjoy and curate a lasting impression by creating a very own Angels Envy bottle hang tag. Oh, that's cool. You can have your bottle of bourbon personalized.
Oh, really?
I clearly didn't read this copy before I dove into it, because that's news to me.
I already personalize any bottle of bourbon I have.
Go to angelsenvy.com for further details.
Celebrity marriage. Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff. Oh, they're not married yet. They're engaged.
Oh.
It's now People magazine reported Monday that the star of Maid was engaged to music producer Jack Antonoff.
I like him quite a bit.
Yeah, he does.
And her. I like both of them. Good couple.
So on Tuesday, Qualley took the speculation about engagement into her own hands and posted multiple photos of herself sporting a new shiny engagement ring while hugging Mr. Antonoff. Oh, I love him, she wrote. The couple first romantically linked last summer when they were spotted publicly doing things that people who are romantically linked tend to do, like kissing and holding hands and stuff. Let's see now. She's whose daughter?
Andy McDowell.
And Andy McDowell's daughter. And they are a lovely couple. Lovely couple. This is weird, and apparently, first I thought it was a joke, but I guess it's real. Winnie the Pooh books were some of my favorite growing up, and I still like them a lot. But there's a movie coming out. It's a slasher horror movie starring Winnie the Pooh.
That's because
No. Katie is against this.
Mr. the Pooh is now in public domain.
Oh, they shouldn't do this. Why would they do this?
It's a little startling. You see photos from the upcoming movie, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. The stills show a demonic Pooh with Piglet as they get ready to attack a young woman who's in her hot tub.
This is terrible. Why would they do this?
To be perverse. I mean, I love the Pooh books. I don't care whether they do this or not. You know why? I don't have to go see it. But the original Winnie the Pooh stories entered the public domain, opened the door for somebody to take on a different twist, and that's what they're doing. The film's already wrapped up production, and people who've seen it say it's absolutely crazy. I don't know, maybe I will go see it.
No, you have a big affection for, but you have affection for classic Pooh, not for Disney Pooh.
I don't care for the Disney at all. 2 Utah families have filed a lawsuit over House Bill 11, which bans transgender girls from participating in girls' high school sports. The lawsuit was filed yesterday in 3rd District Court, challenges Utah State Legislature's maneuver on the last night of the 2022 session, where a compromise that created a pathway for transgender children to play sports consistent with their gender identity was overridden with an all-out ban. And then, as I recall, Governor Cox vetoed the bill, and then the legislature overrode his veto. The plaintiffs are 2 transgender girls and their families identified in the legal complaint by pseudonyms. Jenny Rowe, a 16-year-old volleyball player, and Jane No, a 13-year-old swimmer, are represented by the National Center for Lesbian Rights and the American Civil Liberties Union of Utah. Former Utah Supreme Court Justice Christine Durham is representing. Also, retired Utah Supreme Court Justice Dino Himones.
It's my neighbor.
So they have really good representation on their side.
That's great.
By singling out transgender girls for disfavored treatment, The ban violates multiple provisions of the Utah Constitution. The law erroneously uses a student's transgender status as a proxy for athletic ability and thus is overbroad, unjustifiably banning all transgender girls from competing on girls' teams, regardless of their their individual circumstances or the sport in which they want to compete.
Go get them, Dino.
So those are good representations. The Uvalde school chief, police chief, school police chief, they had a special police force for the school. 6 officers only, I think. And the chief of that force, Pete Arredondo, criticized for deadly delays in the response to last week's school massacre. He is not saying anything, and he was officially sworn in as a city council member on Tuesday.
What?
The office of Uvalde Mayor Don McLaughlin announced this. Earlier in this day, state law enforcement officials said he has failed to respond to any of their interview questions in the investigation of the school shooting. The mayor had initially postponed the swearing-in ceremony. Now, this is he had won election.
Oh, this is separate.
He had won election to the city council. No, they didn't say, "Hey, come on and be on the city council after the shooting." It's something that he had won, a political race he had won. The mayor had initially postponed the swearing-in ceremony out of respect for the victims' families, but instead decided to hold it without any public ceremony. Arredondo was elected to the Uvalde City Council earlier this year, but it's telling that he's not saying anything. He has so far refused to respond to questions. Well, there was an earthquake here in Utah.
What?
Yep. 3.3, not big, but an earthquake which occurred pretty much out in the middle of nowhere, 50 miles from Moab. The USGS service recorded it at 4:12 p.m. The epicenter was located 2 miles north of I-70 near exit 214 toward Danish Flat. You know where that is, toward the town of Cisco. There's nothing out there.
Earthquake warning has been issued. It's going to be 9.0 or greater magnitude. It may destroy lots of houses.
I don't think I mentioned this the other day. This is with 1 month to go until his 3rd congressional district primary election. Every second leading up to June 28th is crucial for Republican Chris Herod, who's hoping to oust incumbent John Curtis. The only finite resource in politics is time. So it was surprising to find the Republican hundreds of miles away from Utah. Should have been campaigning here, you would think. But where was he? He was in the middle of Wyoming on Saturday. Why was he there?
Oh, did he?
Herod made the trek from Utah to Casper, Wyoming, to hear former President Donald Trump speak and hopefully get some FaceTime and maybe an endorsement, which he says was worth giving up a day of campaigning. We've been working our network for the past few months trying to get Trump's endorsement. We've put our papers in and it's under review. Hopefully, said Herod, we'll get the endorsement. But, you know, he wasn't the only one from Utah who went up there.
Yep.
There was Utah Republican Chairman Carson Jorgensen and Attorney General Sean Reyes.
Of course.
Turd Ferguson.
Reyes is perhaps going to run against Mike Lee for the Senate at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Reyes had a speaking spot during the rally where he appeared to be fine-tuning his message ahead of a likely run for U.S. Senate. Oh, against Mitt Romney, not Mike Lee.
Yeah, he's a little late.
Mitt Romney is
Mike Lee.
Mitt Romney is considered vulnerable too. So, and there's a picture
he's not conservative enough.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Sean Reyes speaking, wearing a big black cowboy hat.
I'm cosplaying conservatism. Is this what you like?
If you're looking to get rich, you need to channel your inner pirate this week, as $20,000 is set to be found somewhere in Utah. This is the 3rd running of the annual Utah Treasure Hunt. It'll get underway Friday with the organizers releasing the first clue in the form of a poem. Real estate investors David Klein and John Maxim are once again, this is for the third time, organizing the event in hopes of getting more people out and enjoying Utah's great outdoors as they search for the money. We're kids at heart, so we kind of thought if we ever have money when we're adults, what would be awesome, said Klein. Well, we just found a safe way for people to get outside. Now, the hunt is for all ages with no rock climbing skills or shovels needed, it says. But I seem to remember who that guy who did the treasure hunt that went on for years, and there were people killed looking for that treasure.
Well, it was a lot more money, for one thing.
Well, yeah.
And it was. My guess is this is a much easier.
Well,
If the idea is to get people out.
The first hunt, the treasure was discovered in just 4 days. Last year, it took 17 days. There were 20,000 people looking for it. But isn't there any liability there? You know, I mean, if somebody gets hurt doing it,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to take that chance. It just seems.
My guess is it's not anything. That crazy one that was $1 million or whatever was in a difficult place to get to. My guess is these are all like.
Yeah, but what if somebody trips over something and gets hurt while doing it? It doesn't matter where it is. People can still get hurt. I just think it's kind of odd. The judge who presided over Sarah Palin's libel case against the New York Times says there's not even a speck of evidence that the New York Times libeled you.
Nope.
Federal Judge Jed Rakoff made the assertion in a written decision Tuesday as he rejected post-trial claims from Palin's lawyers. His attorneys had asked the judge to grant a new trial, and he said, nope. And finally, this. If you want to go to Wiener Schnitzel,
Yes.
I don't know the last time you've been to Wiener Schnitzel.
Been a very long time.
Well, they have a lemonade dipped soft serve ice cream.
Oh, that
cone.
sounds good.
Oh, so it's like instead of chocolate,
it's vanilla tasty freeze dipped in a lemonade flavor coating that hardens crunchy over the shell.
I like lemon.
It's like the brown topper at Arctic Circle. So
I like the.
Let's go to Wiener Schnitzel.
Yes.
All right.
Sports, weather, traffic.
Los Angeles Lakers have their new head coach. There's been no news of a retirement party for Greg Popovich. Yet Quinn Snyder's relationship with Utah Jazz remains unclear. It says here, ESPN reported that the Jazz have yet to secure the coach's return for next season, despite ongoing good faith attempts to keep Snyder in Utah.
Huh.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Wonder what that feels like.
I don't know.
Bill, the Salt Lake Bees are home tonight against Tacoma. And it's let's see.
What is it? The Tacoma what?
The Rainiers, of course.
Oh, okay.
It's family night. You get for $20, you can get hot dogs and fountain drinks 50% off, and tickets for a family of $4, $20. So you should go have dinner at the ballpark.
There aren't 4 people in.
Okay.
I don't.
Hot dogs. Let's see weather. So we're going to just gradually get nicer as the week goes on. 75 and sunny today. Just a beautiful day. And a beautiful commute for you. How about that? Only one thing to tell you about. Crash northbound Wall Avenue, 34th Street in Ogden, affecting the right lane of traffic. If you see something and it's safe for you to text, 33986 is where you send that in. Do you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, multiple unfiled years? Contact McClure and Stewart for a free consultation. Go to McClureandStewart.com today.
All right. Thank you very much. Things that must go, brought to you by
Electricians, plumbers, and HVAC workers. X3 Tradesman is now hiring. Work for the leading tradesman employment staffing agency, X3 Tradesman. Electricians, plumbers, and HVAC workers. Apply now at x3tradesman.com. That's x3tradesman.com.
Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
Oh, you can't stand these things anymore. They bug you so much. You think, I got to get them out of my life. Maybe if I send the things that must go to Radio from Hell at x96.com and they read mine on the radio, I'll feel better, certainly, and then maybe these things will disappear from my life. So do that. Send your must goes to Radio from Hell at x96.com. Put must go in the subject line. Carrie?
Oh, okay. I can start. First of all, some from the foot of Mount Doom, where the struggle bus is permanently parked.
The struggle bus.
Avocados that seem ripe enough, then you cut into them.
Yep. You don't know till you open
And they
them up.
aren't. So now you've wasted that avocado because it'll never get ripe without completely turning brown. So there's that. And also a thing that must go, racist Star Wars and Star Trek fans.
That's
All right.
a boner candidate today.
Oh, good.
Thank you. All right. Let's see. This one from Chris. Hi, my name is Chris. What must go are people who smile in their mugshots.
I did a bad thing.
Let's talk to these people, shall we?
Yeah, let's try to reason with them, Chris. I've never understood why people would ever smile while being arrested. Are they concerned about people they know seeing them unhappy in jail? Are they proud of what they did? Do they not understand the gravity of their situation? This confuses me. I really must know why people do this and then ban it from happening again. Thanks for letting me listen, Chris. And this one from Shane. He has a very impassioned, very long paragraph about what must go as assault rifles.
Yeah.
And it's just, we agree with you, Shane, but, thank you. Gina.
Let's see. This is from Ben. Thing that must go is the person conducting funeral services that doesn't take the time to know who the service is for or how to pronounce their name properly.
That's not good.
It's very disrespectful to the family, let alone to the person the funeral is for. Just take a second and make sure before. Let's see. Long line of cars holding up traffic on 21st South and Sugar House waiting for Chick-fil-A. Isn't this a fire hazard? Every day there is a long line, some days worse than others, probably because they have double point day or something. Chick-fil-A needs to figure out a different drive-through parking situation. It's bad at lunchtime in Sugar House. And then this one from Jason. A couple of things that must go. When I text someone with a question and the only reply I get is that they like my text. They don't answer my question. They just like that I texted it. I'm glad you liked it, but would you please answer my damn question? Then finally this, when you order curly fries and all you seem to get is a box with one or two long curly fries in it, and the rest is just a bunch of small curly fry pieces that settle at the bottom of the box. Those small fry pieces are hard to eat and very unsatisfying. I want more long curly fries. Thank you, Jason.
I have one of my own. I might have said this before, but I continues to bug me if I did say it before. People who use crosswalks, the crosswalks that have those caution lights that you can press a button and then the caution lights are, and they don't use the caution light. They just use the crosswalk. They don't push that button and use the thing which would make it safer. That really bugs me. This is from somebody. These are some things that bug me this time of year after year. This time, year after year, and they need to go. Prom. Don't complain to me about upcoming costs of college for your kid when you just spent over $1,000 alone for a limo for prom night.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Sending graduation announcements to people you don't even know, who don't even know the graduate. Sorry, Karen, we're coworkers, but I've never met your kid. Graduation announcements, which are addressed and sent by the parent. I'm not that old, but I still remember addressing and sending them myself. If your kids want a gift, then make them step up and address the announcements. Is that the only reason you send a graduation announcement?
Yeah, you
is
want,
to get
you
a
want
gift?
money.
Well, that must go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Receiving wedding announcements after the event with a URL link to the couple's gift registry.
Oh, that's terrible.
But not receiving an invitation to the actual wedding or reception.
We don't want you there. We just want a present.
Receiving a last-minute wedding invitation via email by a coworker. Yes, your email stated that myself and others are receiving this because you didn't have our addresses. Could you not have sent an earlier email asking for our addresses? Couples who have a destination wedding but then get upset when people reply they can't attend due to time and financial obligations. Have your wedding wherever you want to, but no, I'm not going to spend vacation time and money to fly to Costa Rica, Hawaii, Cabo, or anywhere else to attend. And finally, couples who have their wedding in unique locations, like the top of a mountain or a high mountain lake. Don't get upset, But they do because everybody is so selfish and nobody can figure out a way to get Grandpa or Grandma up there. I feel better already. Thanks for letting me listen, JJ.
Things that must go on the radio from Hell Show.
A couple different friends of the program sent in this incident. Crash northbound Bangor in the middle lane right before 47th South. Several of you were dealing with that. Hill Air Force Base Westgate backed up about 2 miles. That also comes to us via text at 33986, so you can send us something there if you see it. Tracks alert, expect a delay of 10 to 15 minutes on the Blue Line northbound from Kimball's Lane to Mill Creek. This is due to a mechanical issue. Young Automotive Group, locally owned, 25 stores, 8 locations in Ogden alone. Shop Ogden Automotive and Power Sports today. Check out the inventory online at youngautomotivegroup.com. Think young, think Ogden.
All right, we will be back with Boner of the Day and Big Boy News and Dr. Cobble and all that stuff. Stand by. opendoor.com/myoffer. I went to opendoor.com/myoffer, saw for myself just how easy it was to request an offer on your home. Hundreds of thousands of people have already requested their offer. You just go to opendoor.com/myoffer, enter your address, tell them a little bit about your house, and they'll make you an offer in minutes. Open Door takes a look at your house along with recent sales in your neighborhood to come up with a very competitive offer, a real offer. You'll know how much you're going to get. You can close when you're ready, and you can do everything online. You don't have to make repairs, do prep work, or schedule showings. You choose the close date and move on your schedule. You can sell in a matter of days, skipping the listing and staging and strangers in your house, all of that stuff. So get a free offer on your house at opendoor.com/myoffer. Offer eligibility varies. Open Door is represented by Open Door Brokerage, Inc., license 02061130 in California, and Open Door Brokerage, LLC, in its other markets.
Radio from Hell with Carrie, Bill, and Gina. 96.3 FM, X96.
I got caught in an embarrassing moment this morning.
Oh, good. I can't wait to hear.
Here at work. Already, I've been at work about an hour now, and already caught in an embarrassing moment.
Are you saving it?
No, I'll tell you right now. I came in the back door, as I always do. I kind of hope Chris is listening. I don't know Chris's last name.
Mancow.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Mancow.
sure.
Yeah. So Chris is a board operator here in the building, and he tends to another radio station. He's a very nice guy, very quiet guy, very shy, I believe. Mm-hmm. Probably if he's hearing this, is embarrassed to hell that I'm even mentioning him on the radio. He's a very shy guy. So I come in the building this morning, and I'm walking down the long corridor there, and there down at the end of the corridor is a copy machine. And on the copy machine is sitting a big, it's like a briefcase, suitcase kind of thing.
Okay.
It looks like a toolbox, but not metal. It's a cord, fabric kind of stuff. What do they call that? Cordova. No.